I'm gonna be back to my old regular schedule, you know, 1, 2, or 3 videos a week, like I used to before. So that said, yeah, I'm gonna come back to my regular scheduling videos. So yeah, be back. Well, this has been a long time coming, and I'm glad you guys can join me for my Galaxy deck profile. Now, I know that it's been a while, and this was supposed to be up months ago, but the thing is, I ran into some complications, and because of that, it prevented me from, doing the deck profile itself. It wasn't so much as uploading it or finding, like, anything or the lack of soldier. Like, I was originally supposed to do it on YGOPro, but like I said, personal complications is what led me to do the deck profile, right now as opposed to months ago, like I was supposed to. It wasn't my intention. Like, obviously we can't control what happens in life, and that's what makes part of life suck. But what can you do? Also, the other reason why I would have been able to do it, because the obvious reason, which we will get to during the deck profile, which I'm pretty sure you guys already know, is that the ongoing story arc. Like, yeah, infection, you guys already know. I didn't want this deck profile because I see that a lot of my deck profiles get the most views and the rest of the other videos don't get as much views. And so because of that, I did not want this video to take away too much attention from the project, considering the fact that infection is indeed for the, any Photon Galaxy player, any rogue player in general. Like, everybody, goes down that path. And you know what? I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. You guys just have to watch it for yourselves. So, yeah, like, I'm gonna be brief with you guys right now. Like, the link for infection, that the last episode, which is the season finale, which we just concluded right now. If you guys are curious on how to see it, how it ends, the link will be in the description below. So I highly recommend you guys check it out, especially you guys, because I know the majority of my subscribers are Photon Galaxy players, and the ones who are watching this is what else, Photon Galaxy players. And so it's really relatable to you guys, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. And so after this video, of course, and also there's gonna be some changes going on my channel, which I want to let you guys know ahead of time. That way you guys can be up to date and up to speed, and that way it doesn't come off as a surprise, or you don't think that I'm steering away from this. Okay, so that said, if there's any more changes that I can think off the top of my head while we're doing this deck profile, I'll get to it at the end of the video. So for now, let's get started, and here we go. So first off, we're running 3 dragons. I get why people would run 2, because it can be a pretty dead draw, but right now I don't believe in brick hands. I don't believe in dead draws of anything, especially when we're running 3 dragons, because that little myth, while it has proven true in the past, it's just not anymore. Just no. Also, 3 Galaxy Knights. I was running it at 2. I could see why people would want to run it at 2. It's best to keep it at 3 because, like I said, we'll go along as we go on. More draw power, more level 8s. Like it's no longer dead anymore. Alright, main searcher, Galaxy Wizard. Also the level manipulator. So, obviously you run 3. And, of course, you also run 3 Galaxy Soldiers. The long-awaited Galaxy Soldier. Oh, that's a little bit of a shine right there. You know what? I'm just going to leave it right there. Yeah, 3 Galaxy Soldiers. I was looking up builds as well to see how I can improve my build right here, which is another reason why I was hesitant in uploading this deck profile, because I want it to be special. I want it to be good for you guys, and also went to locals to see how things would turn out. And until I came back with good results, that's when I decided to finally do this video, which added more reason to do it. But anyways. Like I was saying, with the forum that I was on a couple weeks ago, I want to say, or maybe last month, I saw that somebody posted a build with only 2 soldiers. And while I could understand what why he would want to do it, because there are times when I'm pretty sure we drew into soldier, and then we drew into no light fodder, no soldier targets, whatever. We didn't draw into any of that, so I guess I could kind of see where this person was going from. However, the logic, I really don't get the logic here. It was supposed to... It was basically said that running soldier at 3 was a dead draw. which is ironic because Soldier is the reason why there are no dead draws. Like it prevents dead draws. I mean, you can't rely on trading when you have a dragon in hand, you know? So yeah, Soldier is the best here. Like it's right there with Soldier. I mean, it's right there again with the name mixing. It's right there with Galaxy Wizard. Like, you know, it's another searcher, and it's a really good searcher at that. Because I really thought that they would Konami would really screw up the effect here, the searching effect and everything. I thought that would be just either a search effect or a discard effect in order to special summon it. You get no plus off of it, but I'm glad that they decided to go with this route. Despite the fact that it's level 5, I'm glad they went through this route. Alright, next up we got 2 Cloud Dragons. I was running this card at 3, and we're going to be going through this a lot when I'm telling you guys the many copies, the number of copies that I've been running. Yeah, it was proven successful at 3, but now that I fixed it up and cleaned the deck up a little bit more, 2 seems to be enough. And speaking of more 2s, we got 2 overlay boosters, which is supposed to go together with Galaxy Soldier. These guys right here are now the new Photon Thrasher and Photon Crusher of the deck now. Like, this is basically the new rank 5 engine that we're going for here. I'm not running the Cyber Dragons. I don't see a reason to. Like, I don't want to steer too much away from the archetype, given the fact that it's no longer Photon anymore. It's just Galaxy. I was running the artifacts in here as well. While they were proven to be really good, the fact that Moral Type went to 1 really hurt this deck. And I tried making the artifact engine work without the ignitions, because I sold my ignitions a long time ago when the artifact engine was proven to be null with Moral Tech at 1. And yeah, without that, I decided to keep going, and these guys are enough level 5 enablers. So with that said, we also got 2 Honest. You know, we still want to OTK, and in this format it's in either OTK or die. And for those of you who are complaining that, oh, you hate the fact that it's OTK, if you're running this deck, you guys should not be complaining. I mean, this deck can already OTK. You don't know how many times I OTK'd about 2 weeks ago at locals. You know, and that was with that reason alone. Alright, so I'm not complaining. I did not get first, obviously, or second, let alone third, even though that was my intention. But, you know, it was the best results I've gotten in weeks, so I'm not complaining. And last but not least, we got 2 Veilers. Like, these were originally supposed to be Ghost Ogres. They were good in the beginning, but I had to side them out because Veiler is superior, and in that sort of way. You know, but that's just my opinion. Alright, and that just about covers up the monster count. Now moving on to the spells, and I'm running a lot of spells here because we rarely run back row, and again, this format, back row does not really, we don't really call for back row that much. Like, back row is usually in the side. So, that said, let us continue. Alright, we're running 2 Expos. I don't see the need to run 3 anymore. We already, we're dealing with enough as it is. You know, the fact that we're not relying on the deck too much, we're relying more on the hand. And even with the hand, it's just, it gets pretty limited at times. Alright, moving on. Moving on, we got the 1 Axolite. 1 is enough, guys. 1 is enough. Like, I get the drawbacks, I get the rant videos, I get the complaints on forums, I check them out. Like, yes, I agree. Axolite is pretty restricted. I don't see why they had to restrict it, like, you know, that sort of way. Like, I could go on and on about Axolite, but I choose not to, otherwise we're going to be here forever. So, with that said, I recommend the 1 Axolite. Like, yeah, obviously people don't want to run it at all, but honestly, I recommend it at 1. Just at 1. Alright, this is the reason why we run 3 Dragons and 3 Knights and nothing else, because we really want to get into those get into those OTK pieces. 3 trade-ins. Like, yes, like you can spare obviously 1 Knight. Now we all want the Dragon engraved a lot quicker. If we got Dragon and trade in here, like, best believe we're gonna trade in that Dragon for 2 other cards. That's perfect and everything. However, if all you have is just, you know, a Knight in hand and you got trade in, like, you know, after first turn, if you're still alive by first turn, you can spare 1 Knight, and that's the other reason why we're running 3 Knights, because you can spare it. It's also a spare. At best, you're only gonna run into use 2 per game. But you're gonna expo for 1, or you're gonna search for the other one with Soldier. So you're good to go. You can spare that 3rd Knight for with 1 trader. And because we really need to get into those OTK pieces, draw power is a necessity in this deck, which is why 3 Upstart Goblins is a must. However, with the very few exceptions of there being back row, not counting Floodgates, which we will take care of with MST. If you guys are citing MST, perfect. But for everything else and anything else, you got 2 Forbidden Lances. You want to take care of those monsters, okay? Like, yes, back row may not be that big of a threat right now, but with Necros running around. However, spells are still a thing, traps are still a thing, you know. It's best to protect them. Also, if you want to protect them by battle, you know, that's even better. So yeah, 2 Forbidden Lances to protect your monsters. I am thinking about switching these out for, what were they called? Anti-magic arrows. It was the new arrow spell card that just came out last Friday in the new Battle City pack. I did open them up. I managed to get 1 and also 2 multiple destructions. I did not do a box opening of that. I saw a reason to do it, but then I kept deciding whether or not I should or shouldn't, given, you know, the season finale that was uploaded on Friday. And I got my box on Saturday, so, you know, that was a bit of a coincidence. Like, I decided not to at the end, and I kind of regret it. Alright, last one's Book of Moon and Regeki. And moving on to the traps, which is going to be really, really quick because we're not really running that much. It's just a handful, and I really mean just a handful. Which is 1 Bottomless, Compulse, Warning, Ring of Destruction, and Vanity's Emptiness. Yeah, these are all that you really need. I mean, they're all chainable. They're not battle traps. They're all basically just chainable. You can already protect yourself with the Pleiades and Felgrand, you know, defense, you know, the wall. Or you can just OTK. Like, it's simple as that. There's not much back row there is to it, you know, to take care of for MST. Only when the time calls for, when, you know, game 2 or game 3. Alright, people. Extra deck time. My favorite parts. We got 2 primes. It's necessary. It's a necessity to run it at 2. 3 is not necessary. But guys, I really don't get why some people would want to run 3. I'm sure you guys have your reasons, but I prefer to run it at 2. And like, you're only gonna use 2 on average during the game. You know, although to be fair, you're only gonna use 1, which is the end of the game when you OTK. All right, 2 Dark Matters. Oop. Let me take care of that whole shine right there. It's even starting to bother me. You know what? Okay. All right, as I was saying, 2 Dark Matters. You know, heavily pushing on OTKs as well. You never know. 2 Full Armors. Just like I did with Prime last year at Ace, and like, I wasn't going to walk out without 4 copies of this thing. And I did not. I mean, I did. I did. I walked out with the copies that I needed. I did not fail. That's what I mean. Alright, 1 Tachyon. I wasn't going to bump this up to 2, you know, for full armor or anything. But, you know, we already have enough targets here. Like, it's Prime and full armor, so we can go into Dark Matter, because that's the only reason why I have the Tachyon, like, for Dark Matter. And from Adult Chase. But yeah, like, I'm gonna keep it at 1 for the time being. I might bump it to 2, but it's gonna be a bit of a problem considering the fact that, you know, I'm also running 2 Felgrands, which I really do like, and it's a staple at 2 in this deck. The problem that I'm talking about here is, you know, number 23 Lancelot is gonna come out later in the summer, and it's in my deck. But the thing is, like, I don't know what to take out for it. Like, on YGOPro, I took out a Dark Matter and added in Lancelot, which is good for the time being, but I really do like Dark Matter. I don't know if I should keep Dark Matter at 2 or should I bump it down to 1. And if that's the case, you know, what will it be with Tachyon over here? You know, should I keep this guy at 1 or should I keep it at 2? I'm gonna let you guys you know, leave your suggestions as always. So while we continue here, we got 1 Gaia Dragon, M7, which you guys, I'm pretty sure, saw in the video a while ago. 2 Pleiades, Volca, and last but not least, Adrius. God, I missed using Adrius. Alright guys, and that just about does it for my Galaxy deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys have any suggestions on how to make it any better, more stronger, I would love to hear it in the comment section below. I like the way the deck works right now for the time being. Like I said, I almost got 3rd place a couple weeks ago at locals. I did not. I think I got like 4th or 5th, but regardless, it's still the best results I got. OTK'd a lot of people, showed what the deck's worth, and because of that, I couldn't be more happier. I couldn't be more happy with the deck. Now, moving on to the update. The channel is gonna be changing a little bit. Like, it's gonna sway away into a different theme. I'm still gonna be doing Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously. It's just it's infection. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. So because I don't want you guys being in the dark. I'm gonna let you guys off with that. So don't worry about anything. This is still gonna be, you know, a priority here. It's still gonna play a big role in the video, so you guys have nothing to worry about. Let's just check it out. Like I said, link in the description below. Feel free to check it out. I recommend you guys do so, and I will be seeing you guys later. See ya.